Hey everybody, JC here with another TNI toy review, and today's review is in association with JediInsider.com, your #1 news source for everything Star Wars. And for today's review, we're going to take a look at the brand new Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch Finn FN-2187, otherwise known as Finn in his Stormtrooper outfit. So this figure comes packaged in the same style of packaging we see with all the Black Series figures for this year. You've got the black box with the red background, you've got the Black Series logo up top, you've got an image of the character and the name down below. On the side you've got the red border and it tells us this is figure number 17 in the series. And on the back of the packaging we have a brief bio in multiple languages. Alright, so let's get this open and take a look at what's inside. So here's a look at the figure outside of the packaging. Now this figure for the most part is just a reuse of the First Order Stormtrooper that we got in the first wave. The body of the figure, the accessories are all the same. Only really difference I can tell between this new Stormtrooper body and the old one is they added, and I don't even really know why, but there's a little black paint added in this little spot here on the front, and again here on the side they added. That's not on my regular Stormtrooper figure from the first wave, but otherwise it's pretty much identical as far as the paint applications and everything go. So the only real difference with this figure is obviously with the head. So you've got the removable helmet. Helmet itself is, done with that kind of rubber type material, which we often see with helmets and stuff in this line. And obviously we've got the added red paint for the blood handprint that we see in the movie. So that's really the only difference in the Stormtrooper helmet. And then we've got this Finn head underneath, obviously. And this is not just the same head that they used on the Finn from the first figure. It is a little different. The eyes are a bit different. The chin's sculpted a little different. The mouth is a little different. So it is not just an exact reuse of that Finn head from the first figure. It looks pretty similar. And the overall likeness to the actor is pretty good for the most part. The eyes, at least on mine, have a little, looks like almost like a little bit of red on them, so that's a little weird. I don't know if that's a paint error, but the pupils of the eyes, I don't know, it's a little weird on my figure. Now, I will say, I think this figure is too clean looking. So obviously Finn, he wears this. We see him at the beginning of the movie in the Stormtrooper outfit, and his buddy gets shot and wipes blood on the helmet. And with this blood on the helmet, I think this armor is way too clean. By the time he gets to the Star Destroyer in the movie, his armor is pretty dirty and everything from being on the desert planet of Jakku. So I think that would have been nice if they had added some more dirt and everything. Now later he changes into a clean uniform, and so I guess in keeping with that it wouldn't be so bad, but because you've got the blood splatter on the helmet, I think the figure itself should have been maybe a little more dirty. So the figure stands just a little bit under 6 inches tall. He is actually a little bit shorter than a regular Stormtrooper figure, so the regular Stormtrooper figure is maybe just a hair taller. It is about the same height as the Finn figure from the first wave, so that's pretty good that they are about the same height. One more comparison, here he is next to the Poe Dameron figure, and again, they are about the same height. Inflation is about the same on this figure as it is with the Stormtrooper figures, the regular Stormtrooper figures. Head's on a ball hinge joint, so he can look left and he can look right. He doesn't have a whole lot of up and down movement. He can look up a little bit. Can't really look down a whole lot. Arms are attached with your standard ball hinge joint. However, because of the shoulder pads, that does limit, getting his arm out. That's about as far out as you can get the arm. He does have good rotation. Does not have a bicep swivel. Single hinged elbow, so he can bend his elbow about that much. Does have the swivel at the elbow. Has the swivels at the wrists. Has hinges on the hands, so he's got some up and down movement with the hands. He's got the midsection joint, so he can swivel at the midsection. Not a whole lot of crunch. He can look down about that much, and he can look back about that much. Legs are attached with ball joints, and with the pouches on the belt, that's about as much as he can do the splits. He can get his leg forward good. Can't really do his leg back a whole lot. Does have a thigh swivel. Has a double jointed knee, so good bending at the knee. and then has hinges on the feet, so good up and down movement with the feet, and does have ankle pivot, but it's not really limited too much. There's a little piece that sticks out on the ankle, but you can still actually get the foot to pivot over that, so has really good movement with the feet, and then 2 peg holes on the bottom of it. Like with the regular Stormtrooper figure, he's got this little hole on his leg so that you can plug in the weapons, either the full-on blaster rifle or the shorter blaster pistol will fit in this little slot. Okay, so that's my review. Overall, I'd say this is not a bad figure. Obviously, Finn in the Stormtrooper outfit is an important part of the movie, so I can understand doing a figure on it. My only real complaint with this figure is I just think the body is too clean. It would have been nice if they had added some more paint detail on the armor to make it a little more dirty, look like he's been on a desert planet in a battle. Otherwise, I think it's a nice figure. Really not getting anything terribly new here. I mean, technically it is a new head sculpt, and you do get the removable helmet with this figure, but otherwise it's pretty much just a First Order Stormtrooper and a Finn head, even though, like I said, it is technically a new Finn head, not this exact same one from the first wave figure. So this wave with this figure is starting to hit shelves now. Wave 5 includes the first Force Awakens Han Solo figure, the First Order Flame Trooper, and Jango Fett in this figure. So they are starting to hit shelves. I've heard Walmart and I think Walgreens maybe as well. But definitely they are starting to hit out there. So if you want to add this figure to your collection, start hunting for it now. We have a full gallery of images up at JediInsider.com. There's a link in the description below. As always, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. If you're so inclined, please like the video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, and until next time, I'll catch you later.